Tonight's episode, Into the Lamprey.
Yes! At long last, I've found it!
Found what, mister?
Many years ago, when I was only a child, I was forced to sit through a play. I made myself throw up just to make my mother think I was sick. I tried everything, even jumped out of the car and tried to find new parents, but regardless of my efforts, I was stuck.
Stuck? Yeah, I know the feeling. Ever been to Alabama?
No, but from the moment the stage director introduced Into the Lamprey, I was mesmerized. Sent to a different world where adventure and man-eating monsters traded stories on the beach of suspense. For years, that night was tucked away in my memory, fading to a tiny patch of nostalgic gold. I thought I had lost it, until now. This is the script. This script. Listen now to the greatest story I have ever known. We had spent no more than a couple of hours
on the boat when I began to feel strange. Who are these people that surround me on this voyage that grows increasingly dangerous with each passing day? My hired captain in his boat, the Frumpy Narwhal, a school teacher with an insatiable interest in Keanu Reeves, and the guide who has taken a vow to see me through these surreal jungles. Well, okay, I guess I do know who they are after all, but that still doesn't explain why they would want to accompany me on a quest they know nothing about, save the knowledge I shared with them, which is about all I know as well. Still, they're pretty weird all the same. We had been floating for hours on the surface of the Mambuizi Nalakalu Dankani
Jana Laza Makuku.
Gee, mister, that last part sure sounded funny.
That's not right. This can't be. Why have you done this to me?
I will not have you shouting at the children this way.
Who the hell are you?
I am Mrs. Nassim, child constructor and speaker of Swahili.
Oh, my apologies then.
To Bobby.
I'm sorry I exuded my disappointment in your presence, Bobby.
Ain't no thing, man.
Run along home now, Bobby.
Yes, Mrs. Nassim.
Why were you yelling at him in Swahili?
Swahili?
Don't try to fool me, whatever your name is.
Mitchell?
Mitchell, I heard clear as two men jumping from a plane with one chute. You shouted at poor little Bobby.
Yes, and I apologized, but none of that was in Swahili.
I distinctly heard you shout, "Look in the guitar at Face Man's" in Swahili at that little boy.
Faceman's? Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I didn't spend all that time in Mozambique for nothing.
I'd like to spend some time in...
Bobby, I thought I told you to go home.
Mrs. Nassim, isn't Faceman's the name of a coffee shop?
Yes, on Triptych Lane. Do you think Face Man's has something to do with it?
I don't know, but I'd have to check.
Is there more I could translate for you?
Let me see. Aha! Try page 193.
Do you at times wonder what it would be like to be young?
It would feel like to be young again. I said, do you at times wonder what it'd feel like to be young again?
I'll take some tea.
Come on down to Geysers Water Park will make you feel young again.
Do you mind?
A commercial? What blasphemy?
Mitchell, calm down. You're making the bird people angry.
I sold my last Bjork CD for those seeds.
I just don't understand it. Why would anyone sabotage such a brilliant work of art?
Look, give that to me.
Why?
Give me the script. Let's go to Face Man's and see if we can find another clue. Maybe we'll find the person who changed the script.
Come here, my poor abandoned school children, and eat of my seeds.
Poppy.
Looks like they have live entertainment today.
I don't give a damn about some stupid little two-bit coffee shop band.
They have a guitar.
And?
Come over here, we'll pull your souls and eat your eyes from your skulls and lick your blood from your bones if you make all your own. Yeah, 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 yeah. Make all your
Sounds kind of funny, doesn't it?
A little morbid, but I think that's in there.
Oh, I mean, the music. Can't you hear that?
yeah. Come over here, we'll pull your souls and eat your eyes. From the skulls, lick your blood from your bones. If you make you home,
Aha!
you home, yeah.
God, Mitchell, what are you doing?
Damn, dude. That was a genuine Suzuki.
Here it is.
Are you gonna pay for that?
It's part of the script. Why do you have this?
What? I found it.
Where?
Some guy was handing them out. I was using it to achieve our trademark sound.
What guy?
Elvis, Mephistopheles, I don't know. Hey, you owe me $600, man.
Concentrating here. Are you coming, Nassim?
This better be worth it.
We've been floating for hours on the surface of the...
Do you know anywhere we can go?
I knew a nice coffee shop, but they'll never let me back in there.
Never mind that.
Let's head this way.
Ah, at last. Peace to enjoy the greatest script I've ever seen.
Does it have a bomb on a bus?
No, just listen. We had been floating
We had
for
been
hours
floating
on
for
the
hours on the surface of the Lamprey, a river so wide it is often mistaken by local tribesmen to be a vast ocean. Foreigners less knowledgeable than myself think of it as a trickling stream, and their attempts to leap its voluminous breadth are often too frequently swallowed up by the cold, gray tongue of ignorance. The Lamprey, deep and untrustworthy like a lamb pot pie, a pot pie with evil inside. The kind of evil that lurks in the corners of scary little Asian films. The black bleeding ghost woman hiding behind the unsuspecting heroine so that when she moves her giant head, lunging at the big-headed Asian actress like Willem Dafoe in an Armageddon nightmare with the sole intent of bleeding her black blood all over the sweet unwitting
Midge!
Karzoom, I've asked you not to interrupt me while I'm channeling the spirit of the Lamprey.
I know it, Midge, but you were scaring the little children. They wanted to jump into the silver ocean you scream of and swim away from the scary white man voice.
Little children? What little children?
Mrs. Nawala was giving them their school lesson.
What school lesson?
The most honorable history of Keanu Reeves.
What school? Why are there children on my expedition? Mrs. Nawala?
I am so sorry. I did not tell you about them. You see, I cannot spend a day without teaching or I will fidget to death. Please, sir, I packed them in my suitcase. I never thought they would harm anyone. Don't throw them into the lamprey, please.
Suitcase children, no. I suppose they won't do much harm. Captain Laserhead, how far are we from the mouth?
The mouth. I sailed directly for the mouth of the Lamprey without question, Mr. Waterspoon.
Whopperson, yes, how far are we?
They call this the Lamprey, but it is the only rivulet of drool that dribbles from the gyrating orifice that marks the beginning of our descent into hell. All that waits beyond us is death.
How far are we from the mouth, I said?
5 days. 5 days until we all become cheese danishes for the slime beast.
I'm not Danish.
5 days, it is a long time, Mr. Wapperson. We may not have enough food for us and all the little suitcase children.
It is okay. I have bologna. And do never be concerned for the 5 days. It is just long enough for me to tell you the story of the lamprey. Listen closely, children, and do not speak.
I want some bologna.
Shut up. Now, the lamprey. Little Keanu's smack happy daddy loved the rocks. And I don't mean the crack cocaine, dearies. I mean the stones of the gray, green, and blue. Now listen to me. He loved the rocks so much that he said, I do not care for the Keanu and the Kim. I need only my geosphere all heavenly and round. So after Keanu saw 13 summers, Mutt Daddy go far away to a land called It Doesn't Even Matter because he was my sergeant's cook. Okay, Mommy Keanu like to poof up the poppy people hair now. She go to Wallaby Town, she go to Lady Liberty, no, she go Canuck. She marry him, she marry him, she marry him. Little KC so confused, he's sliding on ice with the razor blades. Now he's like crack daddy, no diploma, baby K. But he hanging in with the Coca-Cola, shooting pucks with Rob Lowe, fighting with Crispin Glover. Oh, but little K, he a wild stallion, galloping through the ether. He mentoring little Joaquin, he biking it with the river. And coincidentally, this is where we are. The river. The Lamprey. Captain Cheap Pants be true when he call it the dribble of the slime beast. For it is only a prelude we see about us now. A prelude of bloodless demise. Shut up. We will all die if we do not follow the proper protocol. First, we must all... Now maybe you will pay attention to me instead of being a little bitch and sleeping through my lecture.
I've heard quite enough, Mother Love Bone. Maybe it's the lack of oxygen from their carrying case, or else you're feeding your children tranquilized baloney. About know how they can stand to listen to your incessant yammering about some god-awful actor.
God-awful? You must mean awfully godlike, because I know you did not just call my Keanu god-awful. Do you know Mr. Blessed Water Spoon or whatever your name is?
Whoppers.
Do you know what Keanu means? Do you? Do you? Keanu is Hawaiian for cool breeze. What does midge mean? Do you know? Here, let me consult Wikipedia on my Blackberry. Oh, I think it means whiny little bitch, yeah. Now who's got awful now, you narcoleptic little scrotum stretcher? Don't ever let me catch you sleeping in my class again, or don't you ever let me hear you say a word about my little sweet Keanu, unless you are on your knees and begging for his divine forgiveness. And you better be wearing knee pads, baby, because you're gonna be down there a long time, Mr. Whiny little bitch whoppers in the turd. Yeah, that's right, you smelly little European ice cream sandwich. I said Jagala new fringy gringy tutu common
Alamana Kari. Damn it, not again.
Who would want to change a silly script?
Silly? Silly? Have you heard none of this? God, only one person could be so evil. Only one being be so despicable as to destroy such a glorious piece of art. Only one person.
Oh, Mitchell!
Norvander Scrudelbaum.
Yes, I am the culprit. At long last, I have my revenge.
What did you do to deserve this, Mitchell? What horrible thing could you have done?
It was the 5th grade play. Norvander and I had been ecstatic that two good friends such as ourselves had been cast in such complimentary roles.
What roles were those?
I was guard number 1.
I was guard number 1. Mr. Scabby Winky pointed at me first.
I was sitting right behind you. You just thought he was pointing at you.
All right. What's the big deal?
It was the night of the play. All our parents were watching with video cameras.
It is the summer solstice, and all about the land of ruin. There is much fear. The gargoyle will once again return to wreak its havoc upon the unsuspecting town.
Oh, Frevloop, why must you go out on this horrid night?
It's not that bad, Gilda. A fine June evening, in fact. A cool walk by the Seine is just what I need to calm my nerves.
But the gargoyle! What if it returns and tears away your flesh with its salty spittle?
Then I shall spit on it first. The love from your sweet kiss still lingers on the walls of my mouth. Such love would vanquish any beast of the deep.
Oh, Frevloop, you are brave, but you are a fool.
Oh, what a beautiful eve! Lovers wooing, artists painting their naked bodies. Even the fish are singing a lovely melody. I believe I shall add my own mark upon this beautiful scene. Right into the river, our city's lifeblood, so that it might be carried to the heart of life itself.
Sacre-bleu, mon ami. The gargoyle has returned. Hark!
Who goes there? What are you
Cut
doing?
it out. That's my line.
No, it's
I'm
not.
guard number
I'm
one.
guard number one.
I am.
No,
yes.
you're not.
Mr. Scabby
You
Winky.
point at me.
Shut up.
You
Give
shut
me
up.
that
Get off
halberd,
me.
you bitch.
Close the damn curtain!
You ruined the whole show.
I did. You were the one who messed up.
It was my line, Mitchell. You stole my line.
Mr. Scabby Winky was in tears after you destroyed the set he had spent so much time on.
Oh, poor Mr. Scabby Winky. My mother had planned on sending copies of her videotape to everyone for Christmas. That holiday was burned on my memory as the crying Christmas, Mitchell. And now that you have reminded me of it all once more, I have decided that changing page 193 is not enough. Now, I must steal the entire play. Jagala new fringy gringy tutu common.
Yes, you have ruined my favorite play with your Swahili.
Pardon me, but that is not Swahili.
Who the hell are you?
I am Chrysanthemum, knower of places, an interpreter of it.
What? Are linguists falling from the sky now?
Wait a second. Swahili? Hey, I just changed one page, man. I didn't put any in Swahili.
That was no low language, such as Swahili.
Don't make me bitch slap you.
That was the language of empires, the language of kings. That was Estonian.
Estonian? So what does that mean?
Look behind the third oak, on the right.
Of course.
There's some oak trees over there.
I shall go and take the page.
No, not if I beat you first. 1, 2, 3, 4! Here it is. Wait, there's nothing here.
Got it.
Please, Norvander.
No, it is mine. Mine.
I'll take that.
Mr. Scabby
Winky.
Winky.
At last I have my revenge.
He's getting away. Wait. That's marvelous. My revenge is fulfilled in a vicarious manner. Here, I tease you with the top half of the page he stole. You'll never have the rest.
So, how am I supposed to chase him down this river?
There, a boat for rent.
Follow that boat!
It'll cost ye.
Very well.
Thank ye kindly, swabby boy. What have ye thar, young feller?
Do you really talk like that?
I do. Unless ye pay extra.
Because the Board of Tourism likes the cliche pirate voice.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Aye, right then. What ye be holding in your hands, son?
I still have a few pages of the beautiful script. Let's see. Tranquilized bologna, Keanu, cool breeze, smelly little European ice cream sandwich.
Aha, here.
Nawala,
Hola,
please.
There's no time for this. It is the Lamprey's evil getting into our lungs and minds, turning us against one another.
You may be right, Kazum, but
I know, just sit down for now. Eat some bologna. That's it. Just chew, nice and easy.
I don't want to chew. It.
I knew it.
Said Midge.
Laserhead, any progress?
Progress. Yes. We've progressed 5 minutes into our journey.
But we're still on course.
What is this wish for death so deeply cultivated in your twisted mind? Do you not understand what is at stake here? Countless lives have been mangled beyond salvation from the bloodthirsty maw of the Lamprey. What jewel glimmers past those toothy jaws that tugs with unrelenting magnitude upon your blinded heart like bukkake?
Would you care to explain that for me?
There's no point. No time. Now, excuse me. I must turn our boat as the river is bending like a little hoboy's bony knees.
I began to regret not taking the extra time to shop around for a better captain before leading Sally Zybal. But Captain Laserhead offered free curry with every voyage, and I was a sucker for curry. No, literally. I actually suck it down with a straw. I was a little disappointed when the captain tossed us blocks of powdered curry mix, but what the hell? He had a boat, and that was all that really mattered.
Do you mind?
Oh, sorry, I thought I was narrating privately. We turned with the river, and just as I was beginning to wonder what happened to all those little suitcase children, I heard them.
In the name of spider feces, what on earth is that?
It is the sirens! They will lull us into a death worse than sleep!
That doesn't sound so bad.
Hurry, stuff this baloney in your ears before they capture your soul with a sweetish demon song!
But this is heaven, Karsu. This is all that was ever meant to be. Many lovers. Polygamy never sounded so sweet.
Drink our salty backwash, you tainted whores! Woohoo!
After only moments upon the watercraft, I began to have cold feet.
Mitch!
You want? I'm trying to think.
We've got a leak, sir!
What do you expect me to do about it? I was starting to find my co-traveler somewhat disturbing. This chrysanthemum fellow kept brushing against me, and the cabin smelled strangely of curd.
Mitch! Start bailing, or we'll sink into the river's cold embrace. This isn't working. Mitchell Waterspoon, keep bailing! There will be no slacking off in my classroom, young man.
What the hell is wrong with you? What classroom? This is a boat! The school teacher I had begun to imagine was losing her mind.
We don't have enough hands bailing.
Hurry! Free my children! Their tiny hands will save us!
She kept talking. Children?
Yes! The ones in my luggage! Somebody! Help us! We are sinking into the depths!
The depths. Thar the Kraken dines. And tonight it dines upon this strange crew of tiny children.
We had spent no more than a couple of hours on the boat when I began to feel strange. Who are these people that surround me on this voyage that grows increasingly dangerous with each passing day?
All parts were played by Paul Sherfick, Denny Domkowski, Robin McPhee, and Jeff Adkins. Hats Off to Mrs. Tipsy is written by Robin McPhee and Jeff Adkins.
Hats off to Mrs. Tipsy.
So that's my idea for a play. What do you think?
I don't like it.
Hats off to Mrs. Tipsy!